Good morning on this Monday, September 30th from Boadilla del Camino. Lovely morning, and had an absolutely marvelous stay here last night. Lovely folks, and we had a nice communal meal last night. Had dinner with a couple of friends from Florida and met up with some other members of my Camino family that I haven't seen for a few days. So it was really good to see everybody again. And today we are off to Carrion de los Condes, about 24 kilometers. Should be a relatively easy hike today. High is expected to be around 24 degrees, but right now it's likely around 7. So very nice hiking weather. So glad you were able to come along. Let's go. Just wanted to give you a bit of a sense as to what it looks like when I start walking early in the morning. I can hear the roosters crowing out in the background. Just passed a few pilgrims. Not a lot of people starting early, but there's always a few of us. It's my favorite time of day. I love it. There is little chance of getting lost here when you're walking before sunlight. At each major intersection, you'll see signage along the way. The Camino marker, Camino arrow, and in this case here, even no one else is allowed on this path other than peregrinos. So it's obvious that it's private property and they don't want just the locals out walking on it, but they make an exception for those on their way on the Camino. There are some walkers on the Camino who walk without a light, and although it's not for me, they claim it is a truly beautiful experience. Looking back now, you can see we're walking along beside a canal. There was a significant canal system built in Spain, but never really used, because before the canals were finished, trains had come along and taken over. So the canals now are used just for irrigation. They make a nice feature to walk along, and I'll be doing that for several kilometers today. Well, Poblacion de Campos showed up just in time. It's about 8:30 now, and I'm about 10 kilometers into my stroll this morning. And anyway, found a nice open bar, and it had a baño or bathroom, so I didn't have to worry about making the run to the bushes, which I wasn't looking forward to. So for the price of a coffee, comfort. Anyway, a nice day, still relatively cool, although I expect it will be warm before the day is out, but a beautiful way to start the day. I've got about another 14 kilometers to go, so I expect I'll be done somewhere around noon. Not that I'm wishing it through by any means. Off in the distance, I can see the mountains, but in front of me, it's all open grasslands. Some people say they can't stand the Meseta because it is, they claim, featureless. I couldn't disagree more. Like the prairies, there is so much personality, but it expresses itself in more subtle ways. You just have to be ready for it and appreciate it. Mostly, it's about the play of light on the open land. I think it is beautiful. Who is this long, tall man walking beside me? I only ever see him when the sun is out. He must love the sun. When it gets dark or the clouds come out, he disappears. Perhaps I will meet him along the way. Get to know him a little better. Ah, gracias, gracias. Ah. Muy bueno, muy bueno. I was so fortunate. This kind man was there to open the chapel for me just as I arrived and found the door closed. He was there with the key. It could not have worked out better. The magic of the Camino works once again. This chapel is beautiful in its simplicity. Very, very nice. An 18th century shrine, the Ermita de la Virgen de la Rio, the Virgin of the River. Beautiful. And the sound is gorgeous, as you can hear it echoing off of the dome above. Hola, mi amigo Peregrino. I have a question for you, and it is a serious question. Can you show me the way to Santiago? I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had those cervezas about an hour ago, and they've gone right to my head. Sing along. No? Silencio? Ah. Lo siento. Lo siento. Perdón. Adios. Well, I know many would refer to this as the open meseta. Others might describe it as endless vistas of grassland. Back when I lived in Alberta, we just called this bald-ass prairie. Wow, as far as the eye can... Arrived at long last in Carrion de los Condes. Now, we go find the monasterio. Nice relaxed spot in the shade at the end of a hike. Perfect spot to write some postcards, read my journal, and just review what's on for the day ahead. Awesome. Lunch has arrived and I am famished. All I've had since 5:30 this morning is a couple of pieces of toast with marmalade. Definitely time to tuck in. Writing will have to wait. I want to take you on a brief tour of where I'm staying tonight in the Hotel Real Monasterio San Zoilo, because it really is quite grand. It literally is a former monastery that has been converted into a grand hotel. So I won't speak anymore and let the building speak for itself. Well, I'm going to sign off for the night out in front of my hotel here on the last day in September after a glorious day of walking, about 27 kilometers today, so over 40,000 steps once again. And we're staying for the night here in Carrion de los Condes, which literally means Carrion of the Counts. It was some despicable counts mistreated some of the daughters of the famous El Cid, so he brought his wrath down upon them, and that is what the name of the town signifies, the remains that were left of the counts for the Carrion. Anyway, none of that happened to me today. Had an absolutely marvelous day. Connected and reconnected with folks. Had a glorious walk along the river and finished off in this beautiful night in the monastery. I look forward to tomorrow as we make our way to Terra Dios de los Templarios, which I'm sure will be another fantastic day, somewhere in the vicinity of 27 kilometers. Can't wait to get at it, but first, a good night's sleep. Glad you're all able to come along for the ride. I look forward to spending more time with you again tomorrow. And as always, happy trails.